So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Hi everyone, it is Saturday, December 12th. Day one of Vlogmas Day week, or day one of Vlogmas week 3. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I'm gonna get started on our Advent skein for the day. We're on day number 12, so we're a little under halfway there. I'm excited. And I'll talk to you about my plans for the day. Ooh. All right, so we have Fred and George, the Weasley twins. Very pretty. I like the color combination. The orange, you know, you have to have it. I think it's very nice. All right, so my plans for the day is currently noon. I've been up since 7. I got up and grabbed my sister and we went and got coffee. And since yesterday, I just haven't been feeling too hot. Haven't been feeling too great. Not like sick, but just like not feeling too good. And like I just been feeling tired and out of breath, and I feel like I'm just like not all the way there. And I like felt gross after I got home last night. And I like started thinking back, like yesterday I had 2 large cups of coffee and a muffin, and that was all I had yesterday. And today I had another cup of coffee and another muffin. And I think it's the mixture of all the caffeine plus the gluten I've been having in the muffins that is just making me feel really crappy, because I looked up that celiac disease can cause shortness of breath. So maybe that's what's going on. So yeah, that's what's happening. So I came home from getting coffee this morning, and I just laid in bed for about an hour just to relax. But I'm gonna start editing Vlogmas week 2 in a couple moments. I have most of it together and I've done one watch through already. I did that mostly on Thursday. I just need to add a couple or one more clip at least, and cut it down because I have a lot in there, and add music and everything. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna take it easy today. Not gonna do anything crazy. In the meantime, take a break, start working on some knitting, take this moment to relax and just decompress for a little bit with the holidays and with our current situation in the US and throughout the world. It's easy to get stressed out, and I think that's what's also causing my shortness of breath too. I'm just like genuinely stressed and anxious, and like we all need those moments just to take a breather, take a half an hour, get a couple rows in, you know, do whatever you need to do to decompress. So I encourage you to do that. So I'm gonna let you go, like I mentioned earlier, and I will talk to you in a little bit. everyone. It is Sunday, December 13th. Couldn't remember what day it was for a moment. I just got back from church. Nothing too crazy, just standard church stuff. I didn't talk to you much yesterday, but I did, edit week 2 of VLOGMAS, got it scheduled, then spent the rest of the night watching TV and knitting, which, fine, that's normal for me. But I wanted to catch you up on what I've been working on. So we'll have a seat here. The first thing, I guess, is my pajama cardigan. I'm slowly making progress on it. I'm still on the second panel because I've been working on other stuff. But it is slowly coming along. Still enjoying it. I hope those of you who are part of the Cozy Acorn knit along, that you might be a little bit further along than I am. We will see, or we shall see, or whatever. Tag your progress on Instagram or on Ravelry. Let me know how it's going for you. Yeah, I suspect that once I get this panel done, and then I have to do the 2 sleeves and the pockets and the button band. I feel like that's all going to go by super quickly, or at least that's what I predict. Who knows? We shall see. So that's that. I'm going to switch over here. Then I am working on my habitation throw, and I am on day 7 of the colors, and it is day 13, so I have 8 days to catch up on. But here we go. It's very colorful. We've got, firstly, Prisoner of Azkaban, then the Night Bus, then the Leaky Cauldron, then Crookshanks, Scabbers, Professor Lupin with the little wolf on there, and then I just started Professor Trelawney. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on now. I'm about a third of the way through day number 8, so maybe I'll get a couple more days done today. We'll see. And then last night I finished a project that I'm very proud of, and that is my so I think I called it a Lenny hat. I think it's pronounced Lenai. I'm not sure, but it's the Lenny/Lenai hat by Isabel Kramer. And I put a little bauble on it, a little hairy bauble. And I really like how it turned out. This is, I talked about it the other day. It is Ritual Dyes in their Maiden and Fae bases held double in the color Chestnut. So I made this as a Christmas gift for a friend, and I hope that she likes it. I am going to try it on to show you all what it looks like because it's so stinking cute. I like it. With the bauble. Can't really see it in the back, but I like it a lot. I would definitely make it again, maybe even for myself. I bought a bunch of these baubles on Amazon. There was like a pack of like 20 for like $10. You gotta love Amazon. So that's what I'll be working on this afternoon. I'll be knitting a little bit. Then I'll be heading out again because that seems to, all I do on the weekends is knit and then go back out. So I'm gonna leave this here. If anything interesting happens, I will let you know. Otherwise, enjoy your Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Hi. So I have some downtime right now, and I wanted to show you my process for blocking socks. I know some people like to completely submerge their socks and lay them out to block them. I don't do that. I don't have the patience for that at all. So what I do, which is something that I learned from Arna and Carlos, is that you take a towel and you dampen the towel. Then you take your sock, These work well for like small items. I have done this on a sweater and it worked well, but I feel like that's also sacrilegious. So you lay it out flat. I already used the other side. So this is a wet towel. Lay it on top, make sure it's flat. Take your hot iron and you just steam it. So you do the one side, flip it, boom, flip it, and then you do the other side. Some of you out there might be very angry that I'm doing this, and others of you might be like, wow, this is a game changer. So one, I apologize if I've offended you for the way that I block my socks, and two, I hope that I have inspired you to block your socks a little differently. So here we go. I mean, they are a little damp, but it's gonna go away in a couple minutes. So that's how I do things around here. Yeah, I just figured I would show that to you. So I'll let you get back to your day, and if you need to block some socks, maybe give this a try. I think it turned out pretty good. I like this method a lot. Okay, I'll let you go. Hi pals, it is Monday, December 14th. The dogs are back. So you can hear Blue coming up the stairs. Hello. And she's left. So we're gonna get started with our Advent for December 14th. Hello. Blue wants to... Ooh. Blue, did you miss me? She says, no, I did not. Ooh. All right, we've got Winter in Hogsmeade. Very pretty. The colors are similar to Buckbeak the Hippogriff, but this has a little bit more, some like light yellows. It's more like a blue with white added into it as opposed to white with blue added into it. I think that's what makes the difference. There's some little greens in there too. But yeah, he's very pretty. It'll make a great addition to the habitation throw, which I need to get on with that. I keep telling myself I know it's not gonna be done before Christmas or done by Christmas, but maybe, who knows, we shall see. So today is mine and my husband's anniversary, but it's not our wedding anniversary, it's the anniversary of the day that we met, and we like to celebrate that. It's been 8 years since we met, so I might convince him to get on camera so we can tell the story about how we met and, you know, the beginnings of our relationship. One of Phil's best friends, they were each other's best mans. We got married like a month between each other. He commented on the last Vlogmas, and he was like, I'm still waiting for Phil to make an appearance. So to appease our friend Jimmy, I'm gonna make sure Phil gets in this episode. And you guys too, because I know you all are asking for him as well. But when Jimmy asks, Jimmy gets what he wants. Or at least from us. But, all right, so I'm gonna let you go. I'll talk to you later, and I'll try to catch you up on some of the projects that I've been working on. All right, see ya. All right. All right, so by popular demand, here is my husband. This is Phil. And today is a special day for us because 8 years ago we met each other at a Christmas party, and just didn't, like, we just went from there. And yeah. Do you want to tell your side of the story?
So, I was running late to the party, which is not me at all. I'm pretty on time to these kind of things, but I had to pick up some grapes because I'm a fruit inspector. So that was a hassle, getting 2 boxes of grapes. And you want to tell your side of the story from there?
I guess I had shown up a little bit earlier to the party, well, on time. And I was told by the person who was throwing the party that it was a formal event. So I dressed up in, I was 18 and I was, 50 pounds lighter back then. And I had this little black dress and I had on these red high heel shoes. Like I spent hours like curling my hair and doing my makeup, and like that's not like me at all. And because it's like this was like my first like real outing as an adult. So I'm like, okay, I have to be an adult about this. But I get there and everyone's wearing like jeans and sweaters, and I'm like,
Except for me. I dress up pretty nice.
Like, I thought you told me this was a formal event. And we're like, yeah, it's formal. I'm like, no, it's not. So I stuck out like a sore thumb. And like, this was like my first time like meeting all these people. So like, yeah, like on top of like me, like meeting these people for the first time, I completely stuck out. But we were attending the same church, and the church we used to attend was huge. It was a big church for Delaware. So like probably one of Delaware's mega churches out of like the 4 that they have. Mm-hmm. But I had seen him around, like I knew who he was, but like we never like met, like we never talked. So like when they said like, oh, Phil's on his way, I knew who they were talking about. Despite never meeting, I knew that was Phil for some reason. But they're like, Phil's bringing grapes. And I'm like, who brings grapes to a Christmas party? Like, that's really strange. And they're like, oh, well, he's a fruit inspector. And I was like, haha, like, funny. Like, okay, like, what's the joke behind that? And they're like, no, that's his actual job. Because, like, everyone else there was either, like, a nurse or a teacher. So I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, you arrive at the party. Then what?
Yeah, and then I noticed you right away. I mean...
Because I stuck out.
Yeah.
Because I was wearing jeans and a sweater. But
you weren't wearing jeans and a sweater.
Correct. I was wearing something...
very nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then I guess from there I tried to get her attention throughout the night. And I noticed she had like little bows on her shoes, and I knew they were plastic, okay? But I mentioned to her and I asked her, hey, do those bows come undone? And she looked at me and thought I was crazy.
I thought it was like, does this guy have like a foot fetish or something? I'm like, what is he like? Why is he so fixated on my feet? But yeah, I was like, but it was a memorable moment. Mm-hmm. But and then as the night went on, like we kind of like just like we didn't really talk at the party. It was just kind of like quick glances. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the night, our friend, he's a very chivalrous gentleman, and he was like, okay, guys, gotta walk the ladies out to their cars when they leave, okay? like but so I was leaving. I was like one of like the first people to leave. It was like midnight. Mm-hmm. This is like the latest I ever stayed out. And I had to hop in my mom's minivan. Drove in the minivan. And I remember specifically I was listening to the best of The Who to like amp me up. Like that's like I didn't listen to Christmas music to go to a Christmas party. I listened to The Who, and like that got me like going. Like I'm like, I can do this. But we were leaving, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. And our friend's like, okay, who's gonna walk Miss, he said my maiden name. He's like, who's gonna walk Miss so-and-so out to, you know, her car? And Phil jumped up, he said, I will.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yeah, and had small talk outside just for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember I asked if you were going to be at church, because I think this was like a Friday night. Yeah, it was a Friday night, and I asked if you were going to be at church, and you're like, no, I have to work. And I was like, oh, that stinks. But yeah, and then we saw each other again the following week, right? Because our church had like a Christmas, like they used to do Christmas concerts, and we met them there. And then like I brought my siblings with me because my parents were busy or something, and then we all went out for ice cream after. And then you asked for my number officially then. But yeah, and then we just like kept texting back and forth, and then just didn't stop.
The rest is history,
I guess. Yeah. So that's our little story, and like this time of the year is always special for us. Yeah, because like that, like Christmas was when like it was like a few days later, but you were like told me your intentions to pursue me, basically.
Nice wording.
In the Christian sense. You know, that you wanted to date me and, you know, stuff, and then we just went from there. But yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
So tell the people about yourself, other than the fact that you're a fruit inspector. What else? What are some fun facts about Phil?
Let's see here. I was born just north of Philadelphia, and I moved to California because of my dad's work before I turned 2. I lived up there for about 8 years, and then been on the East Coast in Delaware ever since. So that's my small upbringing, I guess, and travels. I like to write currently. And then I like to put football in the background on Sundays just to relax.
Who's your football team?
I like the Denver Broncos. Unfortunately, you do too.
Yeah, unfortunately. I only like them because of Peyton Manning. You know, Peyton Manning's not there, and I like stink.
Yeah, we're not a good team.
But yeah. I guess one interesting fact about Phil is his hair and how it's super thick, and he always gets compliments on it. A memory that like this was 2 years ago, right? So, or was it last year? Was it last year for your birthday?
No, you're right. Last year for my birthday.
Yeah,
you're right.
So last year for his birthday, I got him tickets to go see a Flyers game. It was the Flyers and the Islanders.
Islanders, yep.
And so we get to our seats, and we like just got there before like the slap shot. Like what was the first hit of the game? The hockey game? I should know this.
Face off.
Okay. Yeah. But so right before the face off, and we get in, like, because we had barely made it because we were driving from like North Philadelphia down to South, right? That's in South Philly. Yeah. The stadium, or the rink. But we get there, and there's these guys behind us. There's like a group of dudes, like from It's Always Sunny, and they sit down, or we sit down, and they're all like, "Hey, Fonz, it's the Fonz," and Phil's like, "Hey, guys," and I'm like, "Do you know these guys?" And he's like, "No."
No.
But it's infamous, that hair of his. What do you think of my hobby, my knitting hobby?
I support it. It's cool. I like it. It's something to do, so.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. Yeah. And I know it brings you joy, and you talking to all your friends, you know, in the community, so that's good. They're your friends.
Yes, they are my friends. I get to visit with them every week or every other week. Hear Blue playing with her toy in the other room. She'll probably bark in a second. It's that time of the evening where she gets her zoomies out. She like throws her toys around. It's very funny. Oh, how did you, one more question. How did you come up with, because you, for those of you who don't know, my first like big, well, I had like a smaller giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers, but then when I hit 1,000, Phil bought all the stuff to give away. So how did you pick everything? Like, what made you decide, like, because I didn't tell you, like, you like did this on your own.
Well, I had an idea what your favorite places were to buy yarn from, and I went from there, and I just picked out whatever colors look cool. So, not necessarily the colors that I liked, but I figured that you would like, or somebody else would, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And, yeah, I think it turned out well. If I had unlimited time and unlimited skill, if I could knit anything for you, what would it be? Because I've knit you socks, and I knit
Socks are good.
I knit you a hat, like back when like we first started talking. I made you a hat.
Right.
I don't know what happened to that hat.
It got dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It threw it away. Or lost, or
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
A sweater would be nice. That would be the next step.
Yeah. M. Kurt of 108 Stitches, she's knitting her husband a sweater that has like a hood on it.
Ooh.
I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. I might just steal that from her. I had to look at her video again. But, yeah, I saw her making it. I think it has like a pocket and everything on the front. I'm like,
nice.
That's nice. I like that. I love her podcast. She's so sweet. But I think we'll leave it from here. I hope, Jimmy, I hope you're satisfied how I got Phil in the video.
Jimmy, I only did this because you egged me on, okay?
Right. Was Jimmy at the party? I don't think he was.
I'm sure he was.
Jimmy, were you at the party?
You had to let us know in the comments.
There was a lot of people in that house, and a lot of them, like, I'd only seen at that party and then never again. Because people, you know, grow up and they move on. Or there was a lot of people who, like, I thought they were there, but they weren't. But I don't know if Jimmy was there.
Well, he'll let us know in the comments.
All I know is that there were a lot of tall guys, and they were like, Jimmy's very tall. But yeah, I guess we'll let it go, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and maybe you'll see this one again in the future. Maybe he'll get used to being on camera.
Maybe.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Hello, everyone. It is, what day is it? It's Tuesday, December 15th. And I just got back from work and just ate some dinner, so now I'm catching up with you guys. We'll start off with our advent calendar today. We got number 15. I'm running out. Like, it's getting to a point where it's not as easy to like grab it. I have to climb onto the bed, which I know is so difficult. Ooh, it's pretty. Oops, I ripped the label. By accident. All right. This is Honeydukes. It's very pretty pastel, variegated. I like it a lot. And it has a little Honeydukes button on there. Cute. All right, this will obviously go into the habitation throw, which is a little slow right now. I haven't picked it up in a couple days. I'm trying to make up for with other projects. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I have loved for a long time, and that is, if you didn't know already, that is planners. One of my friends, on my knitting / Instagram since YouTube friends, Tracy from Grizzly Knits, posted something on her Instagram story recently to the effect that, like, she was like, oh, like, what a great night, like, you know, planning and knitting, like, could it be a more perfect night? And I was like, I love planning too. Planning is like my favorite thing to do. So I figured, and I encouraged her to do a little planner flip through or review or talk about her favorite, or like what she, like a planner tour. And I figured I would do that as well. So, because it's coming up with the New Year's coming up, and you know, it's prime time to you know, start getting ready for the next year in our planners. So I want to talk about what I did this year. So this is my second year using a Hobonichi Techo Cousin. In the past, or last year, I used the full version, but this year I used the Avec, which is 2 separate, pardon me, it's a full planner but split down the middle. So it's 2 different books. You get 2 books, but it's a whole year. And I thought I would give it a try just for the heck of it. And I was not a fan. I mean, it's the same thing split down the middle, but like I'm not the type of person who like paints in it or like overloads it with stickers or whatever. Like I don't do memory planning in this or memory keeping in this. So like that's what the Avec is for, really, is for those people who fill up their techos so big that like it won't fit in the case anymore. But I do have, you know, some stickers that I use periodically. But I really like the layout of the Hobonichi Techo. And I like the case that it comes in. I have this plastic cover that has like all this text and stuff on it. I got it because it has a little dog on it. I don't know anything about this whole thing, but like I liked how it looked with the colors. But you know, with the Techo, you get try to turn to like, so you get I have a little thing here. Beginning of the book, you get your monthly your monthly pages, and then you have your weekly pages, kind of like that. They're vertical, you know, up and down like that, and then you get your daily pages. Would you like that? I barely use the daily pages. I use them mostly for like notes. Like if I'm like in a meeting, I'll like take notes on it, or like a to-do list for the weekend or something. Like that's what I mainly use them for. I don't really use them. A lot of people use them for journaling, but I do not. My husband got me the small Hobonichi, and that's a daily. And I use that for journaling a little bit this year, on and off, but I'm not very good at journaling. And this year I also attempted to use the Cultivate What Manners 2020 Power Sheets. This worked. I liked it and then I felt like it was getting a little repetitive. And then of course COVID hit, and like there wasn't really, it was hard for me to like accomplish my goals because a lot of them were like related to like, you know, getting into my field and like it was so much time put into filling everything out. It was cool. It was a good exercise, but it was just like, oh my gosh, it was it was just a lot. So I like stopped in July. Honestly, like if it wasn't so time consuming, I would have liked it a lot. I would have. It did help me a little bit with like, because at the beginning of COVID, I like had all this time, so I started like, you know, cleaning up a lot of stuff. Like, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice for some time. But then it was just like, it just ended up being too much. And again, like it was repetitive and like, okay. And I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of it, but if you guys like this, then good for you. I don't know, it kind of geared more towards like, you know, like lady boss or like, you know, the busy mom or like whatever. And that's not something that like I can relate to. But I mean, I gave it a shot because there were some planner YouTubers that I watched and they were using this. So I'm not doing this year. However, I got something different. Well, first I have my brand new Naked Hobonichi. And I just got a standard blue cover with like a gray detail, and then just a standard plastic cover, and I'm gonna put stickers on it. I got the Powell's used bookstore, and then I got this one from the Pacific Northwest. It says trees, lakes, mountains, and coffee. I'm like, that pretty much sums it up. From the little amount of time I spent in the Pacific Northwest, that summed it up for me. And it's so empty and beautiful, and it came with this pen. I love these pens. So nice, and it's satisfying. I love it. And here's the date. Here's the weekly spread. And the dailies. And I also put like a little notebook in the back that like helps me keep track of a bunch of stuff. Like passwords, like I keep like in mine here, like I have like all my knitting projects that I'm like logging and tracking, and shows that I'm watching, like just like little stuff to keep track of because I love tracking things too. So I'm doing this. And then I also got this guy. I watched Cindy Gucciabalto, and she was talking about this thing. It's called It's Not Sunshine All the Time. It's not sunshine and rainbows. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, but a good amount of it actually is. The Unsolicited Advice 2021 Weekly Planner. And this really caught my eye when she did her little review video on it. There was just something about it that I was like, okay, like I need this in my life. Like this would go with like tracking things. Like I wouldn't use this to plan like I would in this, but maybe I would use this for more like kind of like what I was doing in this one. Like I wrote down like major events that like I wanted to remember, like things that I did that month. Not that like I couldn't look back on this, but it was something different. And then this also has like pages. Let's see, I'm gonna find an example. Like 2020 reflections and 2021 projections. It has little affirmations. Stay calm, breathe deep, drink water, it's okay, keep going, like little things like that. And then like I could use this space like to journal as well, if I keep up with journaling. Then at the end of the month, it's like, let's face it, a month in review. Rank yourself with a smiley face, general outlook, planning ahead, sleeping habits, creative thinking, hardworking, and then you do like a little, good, okay, not so great, which is kind of like what this did, but this you got more in depth and, like why do you not feel? But like this is just like, okay, just answer the question. You don't need to go into it. I don't need to hear what's going on. Like, remember the good, don't reflect on the bad, or like reflect on, if you're going to reflect on the bad, grow from it, Then there's like, cover this page and little hearts anytime you're feeling excited and busy about love, which I think that's really sweet. Quick list 10 things you're grateful for, like biggest challenge last month, recurring theme, something special that happened, things I didn't actually get done, goals for the month ahead, something to try, don't forget, and one positive thought. I just like loved how this was laid out, and I like how it's drawn. Like it's not like, this is very straight laced. Like yes, you can customize it yourself, like the way you track things. It's very professional. Not that this isn't, but this is so much more like, I get them like a much better laid back feel. And each month like has like at the end of the month, like yeah, like they have like the let's face it, but there's also, draw 5 ridiculous slogan tees, start counting every time you feel like you're freaking out, like make playlists of 10 songs that changed your whole life. Like it's fun. Like it feels fun to me, and this seems like something that I would actually use and I would actually look forward to filling out every month or every day or whatever. And so that's something I'm looking forward to in 2020, is working on this. Are you guys planner people too? I mean, like I rarely put anything on my phone, like in terms of like a calendar. Like normally if I see someone, for example, if I see someone at church, like I pretty much know my schedule most of the time because I'm always looking at it. But if I see someone at church and I don't have my planner readily available, be like, hey, I want to meet up for coffee or for lunch. Like, okay, so I put it down on my phone so I don't remember the time and the date, and then I put it in here. But that's like really only what my phone is used for. Like I like writing things down and, you know, writing to-do lists and tracking things, and like that's like I love it. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and it really helps me keep track of things. And I think the Hobonichi, along with the Unsolicited Advice Planner, is really gonna, I feel like they're gonna be a good match this year. If you are a planner, what planner do you use? I know a lot of people like the Erin Condren. I know a lot of people like the Happy Planner. And I feel like I found a system that I enjoy now, unless something changes in my life, which, you know, it's inevitable. But I'll let you go for now. We'll just leave it at this. See you later. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, December 16th. I keep forgetting the dates. I should know this. But today is a day where I am working kind of a half day. I mean, Wednesdays are normally my 11-hour day, but because I have taken off a full day on Friday, I only have to work 7 hours today. So I'm working 11 to 6:30 today. Unless for some reason we get snowed out. We in Delaware, when they call for snow, you never know what you're gonna get. You can they'll call for flurries and we'll get, you know, a foot of snow, or they'll call for a foot of snow and we'll get flurries that don't accumulate. Regardless, everyone freaks out. And like I just stopped in the grocery store last night to get like just regular food for dinner, and the whole place was packed. Everyone was buying up everything, and I just hate panic buying. It just, I don't know, it makes me upset. But this morning I am having my coffee at home. Let me show you the coffee that I've been drinking. I have a couple of different coffee brands that I enjoy, but I got this one at a Whole Foods in Portland, Trailhead Coffee Roasters, the Sunbreak Morning Blend, and I think it is my favorite. I think you can get it online, but I think it's really good. I also have Sister's Coffee, which is also delicious, and also got this from the Whole Foods in Oregon. And then we have Stumptown Coffee Roasters, which I got in Seattle, but even though it's roasted in Oregon, but you know. And then I have my little bit of the Holy Grounds house blend. This is about a couple years old, but it still tastes good. I was never the biggest coffee drinker until I went to the Pacific Northwest, and now I want to drink all the coffee. So this morning, since I don't have to leave the house until like 11:15, I'm just sitting down, enjoying some coffee. I'm watching Cheyenne Barton's Patreon video, but I'm not going to show very much of it because it is Patreon. It's paid content, even though I think she'll put it out on YouTube by the time I post this, possibly. But she's one of those people that I really enjoy watching. I'm not an artist myself, but I love artists like her and Fran Menzies, I believe is her last name. She's Fran Nerd on on YouTube, and she's great too. So yeah, just taking some time to be quiet. Like I don't know, like I really should like clean my kitchen or something, but I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna work on my habitation throw, which I haven't touched in a couple days. So I want to get a couple rows done on that. Catch up on some Vlogmas and stuff. I'm not showing my face because I just got out of the shower and no one wants to see me with wet hair. But maybe I will show my face to you later. So I hope you are having a lovely, whatever time you're watching this during the day, whether it be in the morning or afternoon. I hope that you are curled up with either your knitting or a cup of coffee like I am, or a glass of wine maybe, or a big old thermos of water, whatever it takes to get you comfortable. I hope that you are just enjoying this time of quiet and dedicating some time to yourself. All right, so I will let you go and I will talk to you later. Hey guys, not sure how much you can see or how much you can hear, but I am waiting for my car to warm up because it did end up snowing today in Delaware, and now it's just pouring rain. And of course, like I park so far away from my my office, but whatever. Yeah, so just waiting it out. A little chilly, very wet, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. On my way home, I'm going to pick up some Chinese food because I knew tonight I was just gonna be too tired or / too lazy to make anything for dinner. So I was just like, let's pick up Chinese food. So we're gonna do that, and I think we're gonna watch The Holiday, which like everyone else is doing. But yeah, I mean, I've always liked The Holiday. I've always thought it was super cute, and now everyone's watching it this year, so I guess I'll join in with everyone else and watch it. It would be Phil, my husband, it would be his first time seeing it, so I'll see what he thinks about that. So we'll see. But I think my car is warm enough for me to get up and drive across the street to get Chinese and then head home. So I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, see you later. Hey, it is 6 o'clock on December 17th, and I am just getting to this Advent. It's been a long day. I had an early start to my day and worked until 3, but today was my last day of work. And now I'm on vacation until the 28th, so that's nice. I tend to take off work around Christmas. I like to take off a whole week because normally I'm like running around like doing stuff with my family, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, so, and then after work I ran a whole bunch of errands, and I'll get into more of that later, I guess. But for now, let's get started with the Advent. Oof. It's pretty. All right, this is called the 3 Broomsticks. Very pretty, nice warm color with like deep purples and pinks and grays and yellows. I think it's very pretty. Yeah, so there we go. Hang it up on my string of lights. So yeah, that's our Advent. So first day of my vacation, I'm throwing a party, but it's kind of reminiscent to the youth group party that we had last week. But this time it's for young adults / college age kids. Our church used to be mainly families, but now more and more young adults are coming, and like those kids from the young families are now growing up and going to college, so like we're trying to give, you know, more of a space for the young adults. It's a good mix of like young marrieds, young singles, college kids, you know, like it's a good mix. So tomorrow it's gonna be low key, though I did totally go over the top with getting stuff for it. I'm gonna go all out on a charcuterie board. I'm doing hot chocolate bar, which I kind of did at youth group last week, but like youth group was different because like the kids don't appreciate little things like that. I mean, like, I don't blame them, they're only teenagers, you know, like they don't appreciate like the little thoughts that go into it, but I know adults do. So try and make it a little bit more grown up. Yeah, doing a charcuterie board, hot chocolate bar. My sister, who's a little baker, she's making us cake pops. I'm making some cookies as well. Just like a nice gathering. Nothing too crazy. Oh, and a white elephant exchange, of course. It's going to be a very, very small group. I think about 10 of us will be there. So, and I've decided that like I bought like greenery to put on the table. I'm going to do like greenery and oranges with cloves in them. And then I'm gonna dry some orange slices tonight and do an orange slice garland. I'm really going all out. I'm really excited for it. So and I'm gonna bring my my record player and play music that way, which again, this is just something I'm so excited for. Like I want to make it cozy because like it's different having a party at a big building like that as opposed to like someone's home. If things hadn't been getting worse, or if Delaware hadn't been given new restrictions, we would have been having this party in our home, because it's a little bit more cozy, you know, but we're having it at the church, just because it's a larger space. But yeah, we will see how that goes. I'm really excited. Like I said, like I keep saying, I've been thinking about it all week and figuring out how I'm gonna, you know, accomplish it and, you know, all that fun stuff. So, I did start a new project yesterday because I don't have enough projects that I'm working on. It's the Storm's Approach hat by Kelsey Gardner, a friend of mine. And I'm doing it in the Sandstorm. It was like a bundle that she has. I don't know if she still has some available on her Etsy shop. I'll have to look. But yeah, I've only just started the, like I finished the brim. I did the lateral braid, which took me several tries. And then I'm just starting the bramble stitch. Yeah, I feel like when I first started doing it, I was like, I'm doing this wrong, like this doesn't look right. But then like as I like continue to do it, it's starting to look more put together. but yeah, that's what I'm working on as well. Yeah. I think I want to have this done before New Year's, and then like I want to make a like a cable knit cowl. I think Phil got me some yarn. Phil, my husband, got me some yarn from Stretch Knits a while back. I showed it on the podcast recently, but it's this beautiful, you can't really tell in this light, but it's a beautiful aquamarine blue-green with like some purple specks in there. It's gorgeous, and like when I saw this I was like, this would be really good for like a cowl or like a infinity scarf with like a big chunky cable, you know, which I've never done cables before, but I feel like this would be a good opportunity to learn. So I think I'm gonna go digging on Ravelry as soon as I'm done the hat and start working on this. Again, I want to have this done by New Year's because the plan is to go on a little trip with my husband's family. They rented a home in Annapolis, just like for the weekend, and like that's when we're gonna celebrate Christmas, is down there, and we're able to bring the dogs too, which is great. So I feel like that'd be nice to have both of those items to have around, or to have to wear walking around down there. I feel like it'd be fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna let you go for now. I'll probably show you the process of making the orange garland, and maybe I'll catch you up on some other projects, but for now I will talk to you later. Hey again, Phil just took Blue out for a walk. It is about 9:30 right now. I am catching up on Vlogmas and general YouTube videos and working on my habitation throw. So the 2 stripes I worked on were day 8, which is this light color. Can't remember the name of it, sorry. And then the green one, which is called the Grim. I'm about to do the what are they called? They're not eyelets, yarn overs. I'm about to do the yarn overs from them and then switch to the next color. I have this much left, so I'm gonna play a little bit of yarn chicken. So we'll see. A little nervous. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the oranges to finish cooking, or drying, or whatever we want to call them. Oof. I will show you how far I've gotten so far. It's a little dark in my kitchen, but that's okay because my kitchen is definitely a mess. So let me show you what we got. Here's how they're looking so far. They have about another hour, and I think they're turning out pretty good. I'm liking how they're looking. It's my first time ever doing, you know, this sort of like dried orange thing. I know it's very trendy right now, but we shall see how it goes. So yeah, that's what's happening tonight. Yeah, I have about another hour before I take the oranges out of the oven, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow. I have a lot of planning and prepping that I need to do tomorrow, and then in the middle of that I need to take Blue to get her nails trimmed. But looks like Phil and Blue are back from their walk, so I will let you go. Hey guys, just taking a quick break. Whoop. Taking a quick break from everything I'm doing today to open today's advent. I feel like I've done so much but not enough. And I'm starting to realize that might be biting off a little bit more than I can chew, but we shall see. I might be going too over the top, but you know, whatever. I was telling my friend today, I'm like, there's no such thing as over the top. My friend from Texas. I'm like, there's no such thing as too much during Christmas. And she was like, yes, girl. Yeehaw. So today's, I like this one. Oh, the stitch marker is so cute too. This one is called Hagrid's Pumpkin Patch. A little pumpkin. I love it. It's so cute. The colors are so pretty. It reminds me of the Professor Lupin colorway. I'm really loving these warm tones with like the warm variegated colors in there. So I'm excited to get this one on the blanket, like I've been saying with every color, but I am excited for it. My plan is for this weekend to catch up to day 12, and then all through next week start catching up more. That I would like to do that, but you know me. I say that I want to do things and then I never end up doing it. So like I have a bunch of other things I want to work on as well. So we shall see. But yeah, that was last night's project, was working on the blanket, which is fun. I haven't touched any knitting today because I've been a little busy. You know, like I feel like I'm just moving stuff around and nothing's really happening. But yeah, I unwrapped a bunch of candy canes, which took like a long time. Yeah, like I'm really putting a lot of love and effort into this party. I have a bunch of boxes of stuff that I need to bring over, and I drive a Volkswagen Beetle. So let's hope that I have enough room for everything. I'm also bringing like a vessel of hot chocolate. So yeah, I hope that goes well as well. Yeah, I'm getting nervous about it because I always have these like grand ideas of like, you know, like, okay, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be beautiful. It's amazing. And then I try to execute it and it's subpar. So we'll see. But I'll take you, I promise to take you along on that process. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm about to take Blue to get her nails trimmed. I mentioned yesterday that it's about half an hour drive from where I live. So that's going to take up about an hour and a half. And I still need to make cookies. I want to put cloves and oranges. I need to get the accoutrement ready for the charcuterie board. Yeah, like, and in my head I'm like, oh, this won't take a lot of time at all. But then, like, yeah. So, but it's starting to feel like a regular December for me, because this is how like my normal Decembers are. I'm planning, I'm running around, I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and now it's like it feels real. I feel like a person again. So we shall see. I think I'm gonna wear my Cozy Classic raglan tonight. I know it's a little bit more fall, but any excuse I have to wear my Cozy Classic raglan, I take it. So we shall see how that goes tonight. Hopefully I won't be sweltering, because there will be a hot chocolate bar. But I'm excited. I like, despite it all, I really am excited. I was telling my friend, you know, like, oh, like, this is what I'm doing my first day on vacation. She's like, that doesn't sound like a vacation. That sounds like exhausting. I'm like, yeah, but that's me. I like doing stuff like this, and I'm that Enneagram 2 is coming out, where I, you know, want to give of myself and, you know, do things for people and be the host. And, you know, my mom was always the host in our family, and my goal is to be as great of a host as she is. But I'm getting there. I'm still young. I'm still working my way up there. But I hope that the people who come to this party appreciate it. Appreciate all the hard work that I put into it. And if not, fine. I'm not going to be upset about it. The whole thing is that I'm doing this for the love of it, right? So okay, I'll let you go for real, and I'll see you later. Alrighty, so it is about 3 o'clock, and getting together the last finishing touches on everything that I need to do before tonight. I have some cookies baking, my last batch of cookies, and yeah, but I wanted to take this moment to say thank you to everyone who saw my last VLOGMAS episode. And in that episode I got really personal and honest and just shared my feelings with you all in regards to my own issues with mental health and social anxiety, and how I view myself and how others view me. And, you know, like I've been, like, I almost cut all of that out, because I don't know, like, but something told me, or there was something about that I was like, no, I should keep it in, because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with these issues, and maybe other people can relate. You know, Christmas isn't always, you know, silver bells and white Christmases, but so yeah, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone who, you know, said they, you know, appreciated, you know, me saying that, and then sending me sweet messages, and, you know, opening up to me, saying that you also had these struggles. And you know, I feel like it was a good moment for all of us to share and connect with. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate all of you. You guys are the reason that I keep doing this. I'm really happy to be sharing my little life with you and sharing my hobby. And I'm happy that we could all come together and, you know, be there for one another, and encourage one another. And, you know, I'm just happy that we can do that as a community. So yeah, I just wanted to take the time to say that. So I'm gonna start cutting up this cheese. I got a lot of cheese. I like went way overboard with the cheese and the meats. and everything. But I'm excited. So, like I mentioned, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just stop for now. I have to, like I said, do the cheese and meats, and then I have to start warming up water for hot chocolate. Then I need to get ready myself. I have to drive to my parents' house, pick up a couple things, and then drive down to the church and give myself, you know, an hour to set everything up. I've got all these boxes of stuff that I need to fit into my, see, can you see? Yeah, all that stuff I need to fit into my car. Yeah, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So I'll let you go, and I will talk to you all later. So I had all the intentions of showing you guys what I put together for this party yesterday, but I was literally setting up like to the last second. So I didn't get like any like video footage of anything. So maybe I'll put in some pictures of what I was able to set up. The party ended up being really nice. I got a lot of good feedback from it, so that's good. This is the first time my church has ever done anything for the young adults in our church, because our church has historically, in the 10 years I think it's been around, it's been like mostly young families, but more and more like younger people, like young marrieds and stuff are starting to come in. So we figured this was the perfect opportunity to everyone to get to know each other and, you know, kick off, you know, this future like young adult ministry thing, that I think my husband and I might be heading up, or, just like the planning side of things. But yeah, so the only thing I'm gonna do today is edit week 3 of Vlogmas. So I figured I would, you know, show you the Advent for the 19th day, and then just do a little closing thing just to end off the week. So I'm going to show you what we got. Day number 19. Ooh. All right, we got Sirius Black. It's like a purple. Got purples and blacks and grays. I like it. It's a little reminiscent of the first one, the Prisoner of Azkaban, but this has more purple in it than blue. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. There's end week 3 of Vlogmas here, since, like I said, the rest of the day will be dedicated to editing. I woke up late today, so it's about 1:30 right now. So yeah, the rest of my day will be editing. But thank you so much for tuning in to week 3 of Vlogmas. I love taking you around with me and showing you what I'm doing, and yeah, just spending this holiday season with you guys. I know it's going to be lonely for a lot of people, and I'm sure these Vlogmases, you know, give you some sense of normalcy, or as if you're visiting with someone. I'm lucky enough to have my family close by, within driving distance, that I can see them, and I have been able to see them through these COVID times, but I know that's not true for everyone. So I hope that, you know, you're able, you know, like I said, to have some sense of feeling that you're with someone during these times. So I wish you the best of the upcoming week. I am gonna film at least up to Christmas or Christmas Eve next week. I'll probably edit the video on Christmas and then have it ready to post the following Sunday. But yeah, so I will let you guys go. Thank you again so much for visiting with me. I love visiting with you guys. Stay safe out there. Keep knitting, and I will see you all later.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.